stand and just say something in front of the mirror and then walk away. But this will take a lot of time for you to improve in English. Whether as what I told you today, the targeted steps will help you to improve your English skills the way faster. Hi everyone, my name is Shalima and welcome back to my another session of learning English with me. Today I'm going to tell you a very important, a very professional technique to improve your English speaking skills, English speaking fluency and your confidence too. Now, this is a great technique that you can use to practice your English. Whenever you are alone, a great way to practice your English without a partner in a targeted way. So this is a technique that is often underestimated by a lot of people, but it is a very targeted technique that can actually help you to become lot more professional in speaking. That means a very fluent and advanced level of English speaker. Well, the name of this technique is mirror talk technique. Now, mirror talk technique is a technique where a lot of people, think that just going and standing in front of a mirror and speaking something. Is it that? So that is not that technique I'm talking about. No, if you really want to benefit of this technique, its maximum potential, you must follow certain steps that are required in this particular technique. That area suggested to professional people to help them prepare their presentation. So this is a very professional targeted technique that I am bringing a very soft version for you guys. But yet very targeted, okay? It's soft yet highly targeted, okay? Where you can use it to become fluent in English and practice your English speaking skills. Alright? So guys, before beginning, please subscribe to the channel because you get one English video lesson after every 2 days, okay, on this channel. And do like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to the lesson, now let's talk about the mirror talk. Why mirror talk is beneficial? See, you need to understand how mirror talk will benefit you and how you need to target this particular technique in order to get your desired results. And for that, I have the whole method that I am going to tell you, step by step. And this method of doing this technique, that is a mirror talk technique. So let's look at the benefits first, so that you understand whenever you are targeting it, whenever you are doing those steps, what you have to keep in mind, the benefits. Benefits for mirror talk technique, there are several benefits. The number one, if I talk about that, it develops your confidence a lot. So mirror talk is a technique where we actually target the confidence, the removal of hesitation. That is a common problem among English speakers. English learners, that they hesitate while speaking English in public, that is something that is targeted in mirror talk. That's your confidence. That will develop your confidence and reduce your hesitation. Plus, you become more comfortable while speaking English. You become comfortable in using this particular language. Whether you are at casual place, whether you are at a professional place, maybe it's a seminar, maybe it's just you are hanging out with your friends. Whatever you are doing, you will be more comfortable and confident in using English. Let's talk about the benefit number 2. It increases your fluency. So your fluency increases a lot. Why? Because you are practicing it. You are practicing your English. Plus it gives you scope for improvement. Now how you are going to improve using this technique, that I will come to and tell you in this lesson, okay? And that's when I'll tell you the method. I'll cover everything at that time. So give it the scope for improvement and scope for improving your fluency. When you look at yourself, talking to yourself in the mirror, when you are looking at yourself while you are speaking something in the mirror, your fluency will increase, your confidence increases, and it gives you a lot of scope for improvement too. Now benefit number 3 is that even if you don't have a partner, you have a very targeted way of practicing your English speaking skills. Whether you are practicing your English for a conversation, for a presentation, for an interview, this technique will help you to definitely prepare for an event, where you know what you need to speak for spontaneously. Speaking English like in your day-to-day conversation, it will help you, slowly and gradually. But this technique is something that can actually help you prepare a lot for something that you need to deliver in English, that you know that this is a speech that I need to deliver, this is an interview I need to clear. So preparation for that particular task, for that particular thing in your life, this technique can be really helpful. Okay, now let's come what you need to do in order to do this technique, right? So I am going to discuss now the method, step by step method, how to do mirror talk techniques. Okay, now I am going to divide it into two parts, preparation and then presentation. So the preparation is what you need to do beforehand, before the mirror talk technique, in order to prepare yourself. Presentation is all the steps that you need to take while you are using this technique to improve your English. That is while you are actually doing the mirror talk. Okay, I will also give you demos in between, examples, so do not worry that this is going to be detailed intense lesson for you. Okay, so are you guys ready? So let's begin with the method and the part of preparation. Now there are three things in preparation that you need to do simple. They are very simple to do, don't get worried about that. So number one is that you need to choose some topics beforehand and prepare some topics beforehand. So when you are doing mirror talk techniques, it's not like you just go there and talk about random things. Just like that, you need to prepare some topics. You need to choose at least some topics and have a rough idea in your mind. Okay, what are you going to speak about it? Whatever you are doing, so at least make a list of 10 to 20 topics or 5 topics which you can speak for about at least 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So choose certain topics, you can write them down, maintain a diary of yours, and you can write all those topics down. For example, I have a diary. Okay, I use this to write certain ideas, and I have lots of more diaries too, and that I will show you in next video. Once I told you that about the vocabulary diary, guys, I maintain the vocabulary diary. So diaries are very important. These are something that you need to keep. You can either go for a digital diary, or you can go for the traditional paperback diary. And I think these diaries are the paperback ones. They are really helpful when you need to use them for your purpose of improving English. And I use those digital diaries to help me stay organized. So use a diary, write down some topics and prepare some topics beforehand. And so that you are not confused what you need to speak about. You are not just blank, stand in front of the mirror. Okay, you are not just going to waste your 10 minutes if you are not prepared. Okay, let's talk about the step number 2. Preparation is find quiet place. It should be quite private place where you are comfortable, where you are not scared about someone coming by, passing by, judging you, or even if it's happening, ask 10 minutes of free time where you can just do this practice. It can be what you can do is you can buy a portable mirror, small portable mirror in the beginning, and once you gain confidence you can go stand in front of the full length mirror. But I would suggest just go and stand in front of full length mirror first, because that's more helpful. That is actually more helpful. But if you are not able to find a quiet place, okay, then you are not comfortable at least, right? So let's begin with something, and beginning with a portable mirror, okay, is fine. But do not rely on that portable mirror. It's just for you. It's for first attempt or maybe first 2 or 3 attempts. That's it. Okay, after that you need to shift to the full length mirror. The point number 3, if I talk about step number 3, is get comfortable in that particular zone. Now you need to decide whether you are going to sit and do this technique or whether you are going to stand and do this technique. I always suggest start by standing in front of the mirror, and it gives you opportunity to look at your body language, look at your look at the way you are speaking. You are able to observe yourself. But if you are preparing for something that is targeted, like business meeting or maybe interview, I suggest you can sit down comfortably and adopt a body language. Prepare your topics. That's the preparation point. Now let's come to the presentation. That is how to do this technique. Number one is to take deep breath, relax, look at yourself, and for a few seconds in the mirror. This will help you to gain confidence, and this will help you to get calm. Otherwise, what happens is people end up speaking too fast. People end up not paying attention to what they are speaking, and the technique is not as fruitful as it should be, not as beneficial as it should be. So first of all, just for 10 seconds, look at yourself, take a deep breath and try to calm down, relax. That's it. Step number 2, start simple with your topic. Now you need to start speaking about your topic, but start with simple sentences. Start simple ideas. Do not try to use very difficult vocabularies or phrases or something, right? In the beginning, do not try to make it extravagant in the beginning. Start with the something simple, or if you are doing it for the first time, choose a very simple topic, okay? Now I am going to give you an example. For example, if I talk about a childhood vacation or a memorable childhood vacation, a common topic that we use to practice English, you can begin it in this following manner. If I tell you about my favorite childhood memories, I remember in first ever experience of visiting hill station, one of my best summer vacation as I got to experience, and what is it is like to go visit and stay on a hill station. So it was a summer, yet the weather was so cool. I still remember visiting new places, meeting new places, and an experience that I gained for lifetime whenever I might go in future, whenever I might go in the world. However, much vacations may I take in future, but still this one small experience will always hold a special place in my heart, because that is a part of my childhood memory. This was a very brief example. So what you can do is you can add details, you can describe places, what you did day one, okay, what happened and you just arrived, what you did on day 2, what you did on day 3, the best place you think, right? There was the best experience, something funny that happened, something scary that might have happened, something adventurous that might have happened. Okay, so there are so many things that you can add on to the particular experience, a particular topic. So speak about in details, but start very simple. Okay, now let's talk about the step number 3 is to speak out loud. Now you are doing this technique, why? So that you can improve your speaking English skills, right? Your fluency a lot. A lot of time people speak very slowly. If they are standing in front of a mirror, or what they do is they are standing in front of a mirror, they are looking at themselves, and whatever they are speaking it inside and their mind. They are not speaking out loud. That's not the thing for your fluency, and the confidence that you want while speaking English will not get developed if you don't speak everything out loud. So learn to speak out loud. There is nobody around you. You just you are your reflection in the mirror. You are your own judge. So speak out loud so that you can gain the confidence, you can have that particular voice, and this is going to develop if you practice, if you give your time, if you work on yourself. For that you need to speak out loud. So speak everything out loud, because the way you are speaking, everything will get improved. Okay, only if you are speaking out loud and being truthful to yourself. So don't be scared, just speak everything. Even if you are making mistakes, do not stop in between. Once you are in a session of speaking, just continue to speak, and then when you think the topic is going to end, it later on we are going to come back, and you just come back, and what we have to do about mistakes that we are making. Okay, That's a later step, later stages. So first of all, right now focus on just speaking out loud. Okay, speak everything at in one go, and do not stop, do not get worried about your mistakes. Now let's talk about the step number 4. Step number 4 is to maintain your eye contact, because eye contact with your own self is very important. This is your reflection. Now this will help you to develop a confidence and the ability to hold eye contact with other person too. So if you are able to hold your eye contact with yourself, you will become habitual of maintaining eye contact whenever you are talking to somebody, which is actually going to improve your fluency and your English speaking skills, because eye contact matters when you are talking to somebody. Okay, if you are looking at them, whatever you are saying, whatever you are speaking, it becomes more impactful, more powerful. So for that impact, for that power, you need to maintain the eye contact, and this is a very good technique, mirror talk technique, when you learn how to maintain and hold that eye contact. So it's just not about looking at the person when you have started, talking, and then looking away. No, that's not the thing. You need to look and maintain positive eye contact. Don't stare at them. Obviously don't stare at yourself too, but maintain eye contact. Have a relaxed positive eye contact. Okay, now let's talk about the step number 5. The step number 5 is something that is additional that you can do, that is record yourself. While you are doing it, while you are practicing your mirror talk, you can actually record yourself. This will help you in evaluating yourself at the end of this particular session. So what you can do is you can set up a camera, small camera in front of you, and when you are speaking, you can record yourself. You can record whatever you are speaking. You can listen to it later on. Now this is something totally additional. Okay, and if you at an advanced level, obviously you should do this. If you are worried too much about your mistakes, you should do this. Otherwise, this is a particular step regarding yourself, is a step which is suggested to people who are preparing for professional presentations. They are required to take this particular step. Okay, so, and as you are practicing your English for daily purposes, as you are practicing your English for improving your fluency, it's totally up to you. If you think that recording yourself will help you to, you can record yourself. If you think that recording yourself once in a while will help you to, you can do that. Okay, so I am not saying that record yourself every time. Once in a while you can set up a camera. For example, you are practicing this, you are practicing using this technique for 3 times in a week. One time you can set up a camera and record yourself to check your progress. Okay, so the next step is to analyze yourself. Now you need to analyze yourself. When you are talking to yourself using this mirror talk techniques, you are looking at yourself in the mirror, maintaining the eye contact. Analyze your body language, that whether you are maintaining a good body posture or not, and analyze how much hand movement you are using. Are they just stiff? Analyze how you are speaking, because the way you speak, it affects a lot. The way you behave while speaking, it affects a lot. Whether you are fluent in English or not, it directly affects your fluency. Okay, so that's why you need to analyze yourself, analyze everything, analyze the way you are speaking, analyze how much mistakes you are making, analyze how much time you to stop in between, and did you fumble or not. Okay, how much hesitant you were while speaking. So you need to analyze a lot of things about yourself, and then the thing is that we need to correct all those things in order to improve. That's why analyzing is important. If you don't know the weak areas, you will not be able to improve them. So analyze yourself constantly. Analyze when you are speaking constantly. Look out for any areas of improvement. Now the last step for the day, last step for this technique is to evaluate yourself. I have told you many a time that if you are doing practice, you have to evaluate yourself. You have to analyze everything about yourself. You need to evaluate your progress. Evaluate at what point you are and how much is left to achieve. Evaluation is very important aspect, because if you won't evaluate, you won't improve. So guys, so evaluation gives you scope for improvement, and this technique is an excellent technique in order to evaluate yourself, because you are constantly observing yourself and analyzing all the weak areas, because you are observing, analyzing, right? It's very easy for you to evaluate if you are recording yourself. Again, excellent way to evaluate yourself. So you can practice for 1 week, 2 week, again evaluate and check what the result have. You made any progress or not? How much progress you are making? Do you appear more confident or not? So check all these things while you are speaking, okay? And reduce your mistakes. Evaluate constantly. Evaluating will help you to become more fluent, and this technique can be really beneficial for you guys. So these were all the points, all the steps you need to take, okay, while doing mirror techniques. Now as you see that the mirror technique is not so simple, you can go stand and just say something in front of the mirror and then walk away, but this will take a lot of time for you to improve your English. Whether as what I told you today, the targeted step will help you to improve your English way faster and in a right direction. So it's not something that you are doing, you know, and just going speaking and just go and speak and coming back. You know your areas of improvement, you know where you are improving, and you know how much time you need to give you to know the level you are at. Okay, you know everything, you are able to analyze, evaluate, calculate everything. So this is a very targeted technique that you need to adopt for practicing your English and improving your fluency. So that's it for today's lesson, guys. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please give thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.